This is the FFA Cup, Australia's premier knockout football competition. It's more than the 730 teams who've started and the 32 that remain. It's magic. The last team standing will be etched into FFA Cup history, forever immortalised. From here, there is no tomorrow, no second chances. The time is now. There's magic in the air. The FFA Cup is here.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the live draw for the round of 16 of this year's FFA Cup for the North and West zones. I'm Simon Smale, and joining me is the 2019 Mike Cockerell Medal winner, Fraser Hills. Fraser, thanks very much for being here. We saw a couple of highlights of the FFA Cup just before, including the Brisbane Strikers run last year. Must bring back some great memories.
No, it does. This is a great competition and great to be a part of, so wish every team the best of luck, and yeah, let's get on the road.
Of course, you made the semi-finals of the FFA Cup last year, or 2 years ago, sorry. So you'd have paid a lot of attention to the draws when they were coming out. As a player in a member federation club, it must have been really nerve-wracking while you're watching these draws, trying to see whether you're going to get an A-League men's team. Yeah,
it is nerve-wracking, but everyone wants the A-League team at home, so I get a big crowd there, and just good luck to the teams, really. Yeah.
Excellent, thank you for being here, Fraser. Before we go any further, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are conducting this FFA Cup draw, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. It's been a fantastic start to the FFA Cup competition this year, albeit slightly depleted owing to restrictions around the country. The first few games on the national stage have been absolutely fantastic. Brisbane Roar, Gold Coast Knights, Lions, Adelaide United and Adelaide Olympic have all sealed their place in the round of 16. Those are the only clubs who've made their play to the round of 16 though, because of the other zones being slightly curtailed due to the coronavirus restrictions. Those matches will take place when restrictions are eased and when we have a better idea of the roadmap out of restrictions. So fingers crossed, it won't be too long before we'll be able to enjoy some FFA Cup in Victoria, New South Wales and the ACT. Today though, we're going to be drawing the games for the North and West zone, and this is the way the regionalised zones has been the way that we've been able to get to this stage of the FA Cup in the first place. So we're continuing into the round of 16 with that. So we're going to have the 5 clubs that I've already mentioned. That's Brisbane Roar, Gold Coast Knights, Lions, Adelaide United and Adelaide Olympic, as well as the winner of the playoff between Perth Glory and Melbourne Victory. The winner of that game will play the winner of the round of 32 clash against Adelaide City to get their spot in the round of 16. So we'll just be drawing out the 3 games today. There's 6 clubs involved. And there's a little bit of housekeeping involved as well. Where 2 clubs are drawn out both from the member federation zones, it'll be first come, first serve. The first name out of the bowl will be the hosting team and the second team will be the away team. If, though, a member federation team gets drawn against an A-League men's team, then that means the member federation club will have hosting rights, whether they're drawn first or second. If it's 2 A-League men's teams, then they will be drawn as thus, with the home team coming out first and the away team second. There are 6 eggs in the fishbowl, so Fraser, if you'd like to get us underway and give them a good little spin. We'll draw the first name out of the hat.
Oh, Brisbane Roar.
So, Brisbane Roar, who are looking to get to the quarterfinals for the first time in the FFA Cup. They beat Peninsula Power 3-0 in the last round up in Redcliffe.
Lions FC.
Lions FC, that'll enjoy, a lot of people will enjoy that fixture, particularly those students in the history of the game. And the second tie.
Adelaide United.
Adelaide United, the Cup Kings, they are the reigning champions.
Adelaide Olympic.
So an Adelaide derby there. Adelaide Olympic, they beat ECU Joondalup last night. A couple of really good goals in that game as well. Also reached this stage in 2019.
Gold Coast Knights.
Gold Coast Knights. So Gold Coast Knights will have hosting rights for the final game of this round at the moment.
Against Adelaide City, Perth or Melbourne Victory.
It'll be Adelaide City, who will face the winner of the Perth Glory Melbourne Victory game. And for Adelaide City, they caused the first ever cup set in 2014, beating Western Sydney Wanderers. They ended up going on to win the Asian Champions League, so it was a pretty big upset. So a couple of really intriguing ties to open up this round of 16, Queensland. And I know the one that I'm most looking forward to, Lions against the Brisbane Roar side. Of course, those clubs with a very entwined history. Brisbane Roar coming from the Lions setup, not the same clubs anymore, that's been separated. But nevertheless, that's a pretty intriguing tie, isn't it, Fraser?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Good luck to Lions, and they'll give them a good run. They're on a good run of form at the moment, so best of luck to them.
Of course, the exact details on the fixtures won't be announced until later on when clubs have managed to sort that out, but Lions will have hosting rights in that game, so we'll have to wait and see as to where that match takes place. Adelaide United, again, they will cede hosting rights to Adelaide Olympic in that Adelaide derby, and Gold Coast Knights, they will be at home as well down in Carrara, so it's a good home tie for the Knights. You'll be able to check out all of those details on the ffacup.com.au and of course across the FFA Cup social media channels, and indeed you'll be able to check out the club websites as well for ticketing details, and you'll be able to watch all the matches live on 10 Play. Fraser, thanks very much for joining me. A couple of really good ties there.
Thank you for having me, mate. Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah, good luck.
Best of luck to all teams, and we hope to see you again soon, and we hope you enjoy your weekend of football. And of course, Fraser, best of luck this weekend in the Football Queensland Premier League semi-final against Western Pride.
No, thank you much. Cheers.
After 692 days, the FFA Cup final rounds are officially back. Another opportunity for Steinman! Brisbane Roar taking out Peninsula Power.
It's all over. Dante Mariner and Gold Coast Knights are going to be in the round of 16 of the FFA Cup for the first time.
Finding Beakers, takes the touch, settles himself, shoots, and what a strike! Finn Beakers, you star! Lions FC 6-0 victors over Casuarina.
And a chance here, they've equalised! Chris Saldaris and Tukuli eventually finishes this cup tie off, the double backflip as well.
Trying to go past Lowry, lifts it up and he lifts it in. Herber is able to find just the smallest of gaps. Adelaide Olympic move through to the round of 16.